He don't bust. He don't bust. He don't bust. Guys, it had actually busted though, because the US President Donald Trump has officially told the Nigerian government that he's sending US troops to combat insecurity in the country. It did not just end there. The US President went further to refer to Nigeria, the proposed giant of Africa, as the now disgraced nation. Also disgraced country, I'll put it on the screen. And this is the part that has angered a lot of Nigerians. Nigerians are calling out their government, say, you see, even the US is now calling us a disgraced nation. The Nigerian government has actually replied. People are reacting. Guys, it is currently yam pepper scatter. Well, I want us to watch people's reactions. How are people reacting to these? And then we come back.
USA want invade Nigeria, more not talk fast, more know how we dey pack things. Are they going to invade this country? Because recently now I don't understand where they go. More na help me tag President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Now for all your regime, now citizens they plan the part. Follow your regime, now military they plan coup. Follow your regime, now US want invade Nigeria. Please, I'm asking for the last time for me and 99 others. Is USA planning to come into this country? More not talk fast, because no border still dey open. More now we say the package, because you people keep embarrassing us. If you had lived up to your responsibility, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, we will not be discussing with US, and US will be calling us a disgraced nation. That's what they said. The disgraced nation. Now we they can't use disgrace, they rub for face. A disgraced nation. That is what. Why would they call us a disgraced nation? When 2023 foreign observers that came to observe the election went back to report that was not an election but a crime scene, why would they not see us as a joke? Of course they will see us as a joke. You think they don't see the issues going on in the country and how you people are nonchalant and wicked towards your citizens? You think they don't see it? They see it. Even the justice for China, one are not great Pumas, they see it. Now one citizen, in fact this part of the video is for those people saying that Donald Trump will not try it, and US shut up about it. So not take up put us for trouble. Oswald, they will not try it because your father and Lord Lugard, you have forgotten that in the last 2 years, I mean, when was that? One US citizen was kidnapped. One, not before boss, not because boss, not before community as we dey here for Nigeria. One US citizen was kidnapped in Nigeria. Do you know what they did? Because they knew that Nigerian soldiers are too incapacitated to go after the bandits. These people sent 6 soldiers, only 6, invaded this country. They went to the den of the thieves inside the where the people are staying and rescued their one citizen. One, I'm talking about one. They killed all the kidnappers, took their citizen and moved. They invaded, they broke diplomatic ties, they entered our country, saved their person and went back. For one US citizen. So if they tell you they're going to come, use your tongue to count your teeth and give me the direction to flee. Who the fucking fuckers? If you people would just treat us right, just treat us right. At least now, by tomorrow or this week, show us 200 dead body of Boko Haram. Yes, on the ground. Show us that your military is working. More with the evidence, tag Donald Trump, they tell us, they don't start to work for us. So thank you. But now, citizens tagging another president, come and help them. You are that failed. Even when scholars are lecturing them that these people coming to help you is not because they like you. Be aware that you have natural resources. They are saying, make they take, make we feel survive. You are that failed. Chamona, give me an address where I'm supposed to when by the time that they come, I know you get power, I don't get what the way that they beat.
In 2014, these people went to file a petition in the US that Nigeria is suffering from insecurity issue. The people you can see there are people like Muhammadu Buhari, the former president of Nigeria, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and Rotimi Amechi, the former governor of Rivers State. They went to file a petition to the US government that Nigeria is suffering from persecution. They were trying to make the then President Goodluck Jonathan, to look like a bad person, like he's not capable. Fast forward now, Goodluck Jonathan has rule finished. Buhari entered. He don't really only don't die come out. Now Bola Ahmed Tinubu is on seat, and this is when the US government are beginning to be like, yeah, there was a petition you guys put then. We want to address the issue. All of a sudden, Bola Ahmed Tinubu is saying that nothing is happening in this country. A petition that he personally went to file in 2014 because someone he didn't like was ruling Nigeria. All of a sudden now, he doesn't know that anything is happening in Nigeria. He don't know say come and go meet her this fast.
Guys, the US lawmaker really more has warned Nigerian government. According to him, he said, do not test President Donald Trump's resolve. Now, this man posted on his page, he said, President Trump has provided forewarning if you do not correct the current state of inaction to stop the killing of our brothers and sisters in Christ in your country. The days of the US looking the other way are over. It will never happen at Pontius' watch. I urge you to cooperate with us in preventing this atrocity that worsens every day. We want your people to live in peace, all of them, especially Christians. The president has been clear. I will not test his resolve. Many have tried and all have failed. We will not allow the gates of hell to prevail against the faithful. Hey, honestly, President Donald Trump is so serious about this matter. He's so serious. Hey, I think it's high time President Bola Ahmed Tinubu addressed the nation. Like, this man needs to address the nation immediately. What?
You think it's a joke? You think it's a joke? Have you? War against Sharia. War against political Sharia. We have been saying this over and over again. You think the world is not listening? You are a joker. War against Sharia. There is no space for Sharia in a liberal society. You can't come and tell us Sharia, blasphemy law, in a civilized society. If the federal government cannot own up to the stand of the constitution, let's allow people that are humane to do the job. Abi, war against Sharia. And if you are against this, that means I feel you are a fanatic. Because let's put it, what is happening in Nigeria is political Sharia. Sharia for the poor. Sharia for the unaliving of the less privileged. Abi, war against Sharia. Allow people to express themselves. US, thumbs up. Fire on. This is just the beginning. You never see anything. You never know what one do you. Abi, what thing they do you never start. War against political Sharia. The good Muslims knows that this thing is just all about promoting a situation where some radical ideologies will engulf and finish everybody, not just the Christians, even the Muslims that have the liberty to choose in regards to what they want to believe. War against them. Thumbs up. Tag Donald Trump. Tag United States of America. This is just the beginning. Fire on. And I believe you are listening. You are listening to us, and we're not going to stop. War against this. Unity for everybody. Progress for every Nigerian, irrespective of your tribe, culture, and affiliations. No hatred, no whatever. But the system must be liberal.
This is not good, though. This is not good. It is not good at all. Why is that not good? Oh, calm down. Let me explain. Nigeria has deep problems. Corruption, infrastructure, religious extremism, which is what the president was talking about, President Trump. But sending down US troops to Nigeria, I don't agree. Let us use our neighbors, Libya. Libya is just 2 countries away from Nigeria. When there was the whole civil war in Libya, they suspended the stock market. The economy collapsed and they lost their GDP. Their GDP went from 75 billion to 35 billion. Check every country that there has been an intervention. Check what happened to their GDP. Check what happened to the economy. It shrank. It's simply because foreign investors will not want to put their money where they feel there is a confrontation, military confrontation, whether it's by war or by anything. Once it's a nationwide problem, they stay away. And trust everybody to avoid any place where the US has interest. Just hands off. So we must look for diplomatic ways to handle this. Diplomatic. No guns, no bows and arrows, no bombs. Simply a dialogue, conversation. How can we handle this, Mr. President? What do you think the proposal is? Simple as that. If not, I'm not in support. And lastly, if this happens, it affects the possibility of an election in 2027. That means it will change our whole political calendar, which I don't want. I want there to be continuous civil rule, and continuous prosperity for Nigeria. Because me, I'm very bullish on Nigeria. But you guys should calm down. They will not allow anything happen to Nigeria. Trust me on that. Because if anything happens to Nigeria, the whole of West Africa will be destabilized. So I'm sure they'll come to a middle ground. So to all those in charge of this, I'm giving you all the strength to pull the country out of this our wahala. Because it's high time we address issues like the religious extremism of Christians being massacred in certain parts of the country. It's high time we address it head on. Because it's not just affecting Christians. Muslims too are being killed. I'm not a politician. Me, I'm just speaking to the economy. And like they say, I no agree. Let me hear your thoughts about this in the comment section. What do you think the government should do? Let's hear your thoughts in the comments. Hey, be good. Take care. This is the Online Banker.
By the way, I've been waiting for Wike to reply American president. You should reply Trump and tell him he should stop there. I noticed you've been quiet lately. Not quiet, but your mouth, they run like tap water, like tap water before. You don't reduce. But now, I expect you to reply as Wike, as the engineer that makes everything, make Nigeria one party state, good, mess up PDP, mess up Labour, mess up everywhere, as a strong man of our time, backed up by Oga President of our time. I expect you, Wike, to have replied Donald Trump. Person wey man no fit catch, God go catch am. Shebi in the camp, in the form Nigeria one party state. But right now, the one party state, they are saying it is causing insecurity. It is causing insecurity. America has spoken. It's spoken loud. Loud. Trump doesn't hide mouth. You don't talk out loud. So if we, as the people, cannot borrow ourselves brain now, make we still do oga. Oyengi, make you still they mess up the system. The thing where they come, if we don't start working for the people, will be more than what we have gained. I will advise all of you to wake up from this sleeping jack, sleeping blankets, and start protecting your people. Stop being arrogant. Stop what you are doing. You don't obey court orders. You demolish people's houses, demolish gardens. Same federal, they don't obey court order on autonomy. They don't obey court order on other issues. You are the people buying the country. You can see your people are helpless now. They are not working between you and the alagbaras of the world. All of us, one day, you go meet Papa God. Let's start doing good.
First of all, I don't know where to start from because this is wild. So Trump says he might send troops, American troops, to Nigeria to fight for Nigerian Christians. So for some months now, this issue have been swirling around. They said some Nigerian Christians are being targeted. They are getting unalive. Their churches are getting burnt. According to reports, this predominantly happens in northern Nigeria. So this is what Trump said. Christianity is facing an existential threat in Nigeria. Thousands of Christians are being unalived or deleted. Radical Islamists are responsible for this mass slaughter. I am hereby making Nigeria a country of particular concern. So this is what he said days ago. And this is what he said. If the Nigeria government continues to allow the unaliving of Christians, the US will immediately stop all aid and assistance to Nigeria and may very well go into that now disgraced country. So Trump is basically calling Nigeria a disgraced country, And if he really means what he says by sending troops to Nigeria, it will not just affect Nigeria, it will affect everybody. Displacement, meaning these people will start entering into other people's country. They enter into other people's country too. They will not comport themselves. So, I don't know what to say. If Nigerians are in support of Trump invading, fine. If they are not in support of him invading too, it's up to them to speak up.
Just like I said in my previous video, many of the things happening now are things that could have been easily avoided. So many Nigerians are speaking up, and are educating other Nigerians, telling them that the US government coming into Nigeria to combat insecurity is not the solution. Many speak about Nigerian mineral resources, saying that the US want to, come and have their own share of the Nigerian mineral resources. But it has gone so bad that many Nigerians are now saying they do not care. After all, the mineral resources has never benefited them in any way. That if that is the price Nigeria will pay to be secure, then they are ready to pay that price. Nigeria has their own president, but so many Nigerians have gone to social media to cry to the US President Donald Trump to come to their aid, to come to their rescue. Many say that they do not believe the Nigerian government can do anything about the country's security state and has called on the US President to come in swiftly to end insecurity in Nigeria. Lovelace, I want to hear your own reactions. Kindly tell me what you think about the US coming to combat insecurity in Nigeria. Like I said earlier, to me, the US coming to Nigeria, is it a good move? It's actually, to me, a good move because Nigerians have called on their government severally. There have been so many demonstrations. People have been talking. In fact, Nigerians are now sounding like a broken record. But nothing has happened. Nothing has happened. Just yesterday, the Nigerian army made a publication saying that they have been able to combat some, herdsmen in the northern part of Nigeria. And so many Nigerians are reacting to it, saying that, so it had to take the push from the US before the Nigerian government will know what to do. So many Nigerians are so disappointed that it was after US President Donald Trump made those statements that the Nigerian army started putting in some actions. While some also feel that those actions are even not true, that they are just mere words, insisting that the US president comes into the country and help combat insecurity. Lovelace, it is not a funny ride at all. As some Nigerian politicians have replied, the US president, the likes of FFK and the rest, that is Fani Kayode, calling Trump's names, saying that he should forget about his plans of, ending insecurity in Nigeria. And so many Nigerians have replied FFK saying that this is not you and your ex-wife drama. Stay away from Nigerian affairs and don't put us in more problems, guys. To me, I feel the way many of these politicians are handling this Nigeria-US issue thing is unprofessional. This is not the time to throw banter. This is not the time to flex muscles. We're talking about diplomatic ties. We're talking about the US. Please, you guys should not catch that cruise close to the US. Because if anything happens now, you people have proud nationality. You guys should please handle this issue with utmost care and wisdom. Yes, to me, like I said in my other video, what is good for the goose is good for the gander. Nigerians deserve security. They deserve to be able to go to their hometowns without fear, without worry, without panic. They deserve to have a country that works. They deserve to have a community, an economy that can provide for them. That is what makes a country. If the country cannot do that, then what are we doing? So, it has become that bad. And the part that really angers a lot of Nigerians is the way Nigeria is currently being seen in the international space. We all know that right from time, Nigeria in the international space, our name is not that good. But with what the US has said, recently, it has furthermore kept the country in a very bad light. Imagine the US referring to Nigeria as the now disgraced country. Like, when Ghanaians come here and drag Nigerians, we know how we feel. When South Africans come here and drag us, we know how we feel. Now, the US, and once the US says something, it's like the whole world is saying it. So, that alone, and Nigeria being on the list of countries of particular concern, that alone has angered a lot of Nigerians. Nigerians are not having it. They're like, which kind of falling hand with this one? Guys, like I've always said, if you don't treat your family issues within the family, it will spread out of the family, and outsiders will help you take care of the family issues. That is what is happening now. But feel free to drop your own opinions in the comment section. I'm Delicious Army, here I talk Ghana, Nigeria, South Africa, Kenya, and all the good stuff relating to them. Kindly like the video and subscribe to the channel.